Hey, Decker, old buddy, old pal, what you doing?
Ah! Oh, what is it? What? Waldy? What are you doing?
That's not important. Wait, are you reading Cha-Cha Paradise?
Maybe.
Is it the newest volume?
Yes?
Have you gotten to the outdoor party yet?
Not yet, so don't spoil it for me.
Well, it's Cha-Cha Paradise. I think we both know what's going to happen.
Fair enough.
One more question. Is that a Shy Lily body pillow?
Yes. I should be ashamed to admit it, but I am not.
Wait, I remember now. Decker, I need your help.
Wait, help with what? What's going on?
Dude, I finally found her. I found Melody.
Wait. Project Melody? That one?
You betcha.
It's only been 1 year and you found her? I expected that search to last way longer, to be honest.
Technically I found her 9 months ago, but she kept slipping through my fingers, but now I got her cornered. She's in a firewall fortress, man, and she won't let me in.
But how am I supposed to help?
I need your mad, rad hacking skills, man. You're my only hope.
Just a minute, Princess Leia. As much as I appreciate the idea of you depending on me to grease your piston, a hacker I am not. And while I'd love to be the wingman, something tells me I'm not the best wingman for this job.
Well, shoot.
What are you going to do now, Waldy?
Well, for now, we just have to figure out a way to pass the time in order for me to come up with a plan so I can connect my USB to her C drive.
Alright, first question. How do you expect to get past her firewall?
I don't know yet, but if there's one thing I've learned in making things go my way, digital defenses, women, and honeybees all work the same way.
How?
You blow enough smoke on them and they mellow out and let you do whatever you want.
Then why does Mel keep running away?
Oh, Mel's just playing hard to get.
Wait, are you sure she's playing hard to get and you're not just Pepe Le Pew in this situation?
If I was Pepe Le Pew, she wouldn't be flashing me every time she runs away.
Yeah, playing hard to get. Right.
Oh no, have your way with me.
How? How does this always happen to you? How does this work for you?
You hate it when I'm right, don't you?
Only when it happens too often.
You're not stealing my joy from me, man.
So, Waldy, I'll ask again. How do you plan on getting in there?
I'm not sure yet. I usually do my best work making it up as I go. Or it comes to me randomly as I'm doing something else. Or, and this happens most often, I fumble my way through it and it just works out for me.
Sounds like the majority of our adventures. So, you want to talk about the new Mario movie and see where that takes us?
Yeah, let's do that.
The new Super Mario Bros. Movie. It's a good family-friendly film, and it's very true to the source material. It opens with Mario and Luigi starting up their own plumbing business, which isn't going so well. Later, they stumble upon a warp pipe, which sends the brothers to the Mushroom Kingdom. The brothers get separated, and it's up to Mario to find Luigi, and along the way, he teams up with Princess Peach in an effort to gather forces to stop Bowser from taking over the Mushroom Kingdom.
Bowser is the best and worst thing about this movie, but we'll talk about that later. I feel that this is the best family film to come out in over 15 years, with the kind of quality that people have been starving for, the kind that appeals to both kids and adults alike.
Wow, it sounds like a really great movie.
The box office does not lie.
No, but the clout-seeking internet journalists do.
Yeah, but they're part of the Twitternauts, so no one takes them seriously.
Wow, you do not care.
Nope, and neither do you.
Sure enough. So, what are some of the positives of the new Mario Brothers movie?
Well, and this is coming from someone who doesn't really like CG animation. This movie is very well animated. The quality and details are easy to notice, like strands of hair or seams of the denim overalls. The flames look lifelike, whether they are from a torch or Bowser's breath. Overall, it's beautifully animated, especially with the attention to detail.
I will be honest, as someone who grew up with Mario games all their life, seeing the promotional images of the movie counterparts did give a slight feeling of the uncanny valley. You can tell that the characters are Mario, Luigi, and company, but something is just a bit off when looking at the still images in detail. Some are better than others. Heck, most of the time when Luigi is on screen, he looks like he stepped right out of the games and into this movie. Same with Bowser, even with the extra details. Thankfully, when the animation is in motion, the uncanny feeling is gone. You see the characters acting like characters, moving naturally with their own sense of flow. And the immersion is not interrupted as one may initially fear if they only saw the promo images.
You could have just summed that up by saying the movie looks better than the pictures it made it out to be.
I'm getting better at it, alright?
You're trying too hard.
I'm trying too hard. This coming from the guy who wants to bang a computer program.
Have you seen what she looks like?
Just continue with the review.
Fine, I will. Shows you have no taste.
What was that?
I said I wonder how she tastes. Probably like grape or lavender or maybe even...
Moving on! You're getting off track, you horny ADD degenerate. Focus up.
Just shows that I know how to have fun and you don't.
Just talk about the cast, man.
So Chris Pratt as Mario, at first I felt that he was miscast. After seeing the movie though, it still wasn't quite Mario, but he was able to make the movie counterpart his own role. He was able to make it work even though everyone thought he wouldn't. Charlie Day as Luigi, I felt that he was born for this role. He was Luigi through and through. He was scared and timid, self-conscious, and unsure of himself. But when he needed to, Luigi was able to step up. Even when he was running for his life, Luigi was never out of character.
There was another thing I appreciated about Luigi's portrayal in this movie. People feel like he didn't do enough in the film, and based on how he spent most of his time captured when he was in the Mushroom Kingdom, it is a valid point. But there's a scene where Luigi is reminiscing on how Mario has always been there for him, since they were little. He doesn't say anything in those scenes, but Luigi's face shows how conflicted he is. Mario's always been there for Luigi, and in this scene, he feels guilt for all the times that Mario had to come to his rescue, but not in return. If Mario was ever in danger, would Luigi be able to come to his brother's rescue?
Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach, oh, she was there. And she was the princess. And she was active. Look, I was never really a Peach fan. I've always been more into Daisy.
Well, I like Peach enough in the games, or in the movie, so I could take it from here if you like.
Oh, you like pink too, huh? Why don't you hang out with Vegeta in his Badman shirt? Maybe Bulma will get you a matching set so you could be Badman for life.
I'll just shut up, take the compliment, and continue talking about Peach. So, in this movie, Peach is considerably more active compared to her video game counterparts. There are some scenes that could be misconstrued as relying too much on girl power, but these scenes are either explained in a way that makes sense, such as Peach growing up all her life in the Mushroom Kingdom, while this version of Mario just showed up for the first time, or there were scenes that took place that would be awkward for anybody, regardless of the situation.
Stop! Who's he? He's not important!
Hey, I didn't like the line either, but what would you have said if you were in her shoes? Maybe Peach could have said, he's on his own journey to rescue his brother that's been kidnapped by Bowser and his goons, so please wish him luck as well. But then again, maybe I'm just saying this because of the hindsight that only comes from after you see a movie. This Peach may have quirks, but is overall passable and better than expected in some places. So Wildy, any other positives before we move on?
Yes, and it's a biggie. The evil fire-breathing dragon Bowser.
Wildy? Bowser's a turtle.
What? But he breathes fire.
He has a giant shell with spikes on it. He's a turtle.
Well, now I want to know what he tastes like as turtle soup.
Probably extra spicy if I think about it.
Hey Decker, I gotta step out for a bit. Do you want to properly introduce Bowser for everyone?
I thought you'd never ask. And now, for a bombastic villain with casting just as epic as he, the King of the Koopas, the Lord of Wickedness, the Overlord of Rottenness.
My dinner.
Take all of that and combine it with the talent behind Tenacious D, the bodacious awesomeness of Poe the Kung Fu Panda, the King of Splat, and the Dean of the School of Rock, and you get Jack Black as the voice of Bowser!
Bowser is the best thing and the worst thing about this movie. Jack Black was perfect casting for Bowser, both in acting and singing. He was ruthless, he knew what he wanted, and he got it. And if you dared to get in his way, heaven help you. The only problem is the movie basically made Bowser a simp for Princess Peach, for no real reason. In the games, Bowser was at most implied to have a crush on Peach, but the only games that I can think of where Bowser could be argued to be in love with Peach are Odyssey, for most obvious reasons, and Super Sunshine, but even then in Sunshine, it was more for his son's benefit, to make Junior happy by giving him a mother figure in his life. And with Odyssey, despite all the memes, the marriage was more of a threat, telling Peach, marry me or I'll destroy your kingdom, much like the movie. It was done more of as leverage, and rather than declaring his love. He could care less about whether Peach actually liked him or not. Heck, the part where Bowser offered flowers, he only did that because Mario did it first, and didn't want to get shown up.
The main example that I could come up with is from Super Paper Mario. One of the main plot points involves the marriage between Bowser and Peach, which was actually part of a ritual to summon the evil MacGuffin, the Chaos Heart. Bowser wasn't even let in on the plan from Count Bleck. He just woke up, noticed the wedding attire on Peach and himself, and decided to just go along with it. And while Bowser was initially upset that the marriage was a sham, after that scene, he was more focused on showing the bad guy who's the real big bad.
The thing with Bowser is he's very self-centered. He's more focused on getting what he wants rather than trying to impress someone, and not throwing a tantrum when he doesn't get his way. Oh, did I just spoil part of the movie? Oh well.
That last part kind of sounds like you, actually.
What you talking about, Decker?
You're totally selfish. Most of your shenanigans start from trying to get something you fancy.
Oh, come on, Decker, I'm not that bad. Remember that time I saved you from a Sarlacc pit?
Yeah, your Sarlacc pit. I went through 3 of its stomachs that day.
I still got you out, didn't I? I told you not to stand so close.
Where do you even get a Sarlacc pit anyway? You got connections with Jabba the Hutt?
Fluffy was a good boy. I'll never feel a sun-baked tentacle on my face again.
Why do I even bother? Maybe we should get back on track already, so we can hurry up and think of a plan to get past the firewall and find Melody.
Now, the second worst thing about this movie is Donkey Kong. He's played by Seth Rogen. I can't stand Seth Rogen in the best of times. He clearly has no passion for the project or the character, and it shows in his performance. Even in interviews, Seth made it clear that he wasn't going to use a voice for the role, just his own. That alone should have been reason enough for the producers to pass the guy over for the role of Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I'm in a similar boat when it comes to Seth Rogen.
I think it's time we address the elephant in the room here.
And what would that be?
What the original Mario Brothers did better.
Fuck you, entertainment! I don't have to see!
Oh, stop it. The new movie's great, but you know it has flaws.
Come on, people, let the man speak. He's got a point to make.
2, actually.
I know that the 93 movie isn't everyone's cup of tea, but I think we all heard enough to at least see where Waddy's coming from, right? Waddy? Stop basking in their hate!
First off, how they got to the Mushroom Kingdom is done better in the 93 film, in the sense that there's an explanation. As for the new movie, they just stumble upon warp pipes. Now, how did they get there? Why are they there? Who put them there? Never answered. In the 93 film, it's because they found a portal to a separate dimension. Hey, an answer is still an answer. The second thing, the final fight in both movies. And in the 93 film, while we do have a showdown in our world, it's very short, and ultimately the fight ends with it back in the Mushroom Kingdom. It makes sense because Bowser in that film wants to combine both dimensions to rule over them. But in the 23 new film, it doesn't make sense for the majority of the final showdown to take place in our world because it had nothing to do with what Bowser wanted.
And this is going to lead into the whole what I would change in the story to make the ending make sense segment, ain't it?
You're darn right. Why do you say that like a bad thing?
Did I? Huh. Your shenanigans must have gotten to me to the point where it's affecting the video.
A fact I'm very proud of. What I would have changed, since the movie ends with Luigi and Mario in the Mushroom Kingdom anyway, I would have had the giant bullet bill destroy the warp pipe, trapping them all there. That way it would have made sense. There was no need to have it take place in our world. And that way there's a message for kids like, you can't please everybody. And sometimes it's better to cut ties with people that's only going to drag you down and not waste energy on trying to earn their approval when you'll never get it.
In other words, you may not get the approval of everybody, so just focus on the ones that matter. Not to say that Mario and Luigi's family didn't matter, but in real life, you don't always get those kind of happy endings. So you gotta make the best of it.
In real life, family doesn't always stick together.
And when that happens, that doesn't mean you're less worthy of love.
Yeah, this may have gotten a little heavy, but the problem is, a lot of family movies have everything picture perfect when we're not living in a picture perfect world. A lot of the times, families do fall apart. They don't stick together like they're supposed to. So in those situations, instead of trying to get their approval again, it's better to cut the ties and move on.
What Wildy and I are trying to say, it's basically a lesson that's sorely missing in a lot of family films. It doesn't have to be in all of them, just a bit more for those who need it.
Overall, this is a great movie. I don't think it's the masterpiece that everyone is saying it is, but I do think that it's earned every penny that it's made.
The cast had a couple weak links, but overall it was still phenomenal. and a welcome addition to the Marioverse.
The movie itself is gorgeous, full of detail, fluid, and beautiful animation.
Whatever you do, don't freeze frame it!
The art style is so great that the Super Mario Bros. 2023 now has the honor of being my second CGI movie that I actually like.
Wow! Considering that you hate CGI movies, that's like a lot. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Has the way to get past Melody's firewall come to you yet?
No, not yet. Dang it!
How do the other online reviewers do it? They talk about random topics that have nothing to do with the problem at hand, then boom, the answer to all their problems.
Huh? Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
What? What is it?
I just found the control panel with the lock.
Looks like it needs some kind of key. Got anything that might work? I know that look, Wildy. Your gears are turning, aren't they? Wait, what? How? What did you just do?
Oh, I just stuck it in there and broke the lock.
Every time, I think I've seen all that you're capable of.
I'm glad to know I haven't lost my shock value on you.
But how did that? What gave you the idea to?
Yeah, Decker, I know you probably got a lot of Q's and love some A's, but I got some business to attend to. Toodles!
Man, with all the crazy that I'm exposed to from him alone, I'm surprised that hasn't rubbed off on me. Well, I'll give him his privacy. Escape. Escape. Why can't I close this? Alt 4. Something.
I'm
Wait,
curious.
why haven't they closed the
What's
feed?
your situation?
Oh
The bumpy
no.
ride
Is he
kinda
recording
situation.
this? Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay.
No doubt for
Come closer.
future use.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, considering what he went through to get
We're
here,
in
I can't blame
cyberspace.
him
We
too
literally
much.
have all of time to do whatever
Well,
we
I might
want.
as well
I
sit
would
back and
also
enjoy the
say-
show.
I mean, I don't
Wait,
have all the.
did I say what I
experience
think
in
I
the
said?
universe, but my brain.
I
has
got
my
dragged
brain.
into this. Might as well
I've
make the
mapped
most of it.
out.
Dang. Wow, that's actually
You
impressive.
call that fast?
Hope he doesn't break
I'll
her.
show you fast.
Show
Well,
me.
knowing Melody, she might
Oh,
break
well,
him,
I'm sure you'll have a
and
great
he might
time
enjoy it.
with Sand having your dick sucked.
Wow, doesn't that hurt your back? Wait, what are they gonna do with a washcloth and ice cubes?
Ah, okay, there's a lot to unpack.
Oh, what?
there.
How are they? What are they about to? Oh no! Oh, that's not right. That's not a normal.
I don't think you're gonna get that sucker back.
I bet you I will.
Okay, I might be a closet pervert now, but even I have limits. I'm ready to go. Wait, why won't the door open? It's locked? Why is it locked? For what reason could this possibly... No. Wildy? Wildy, did you lock the door on me? When? How? Why?